we'd had 2 birth children, and we didn't want any more birth children, but we strongly believed that there were a lot of children out there that needed to be part of the family. When we became foster carers, we initially made an inquiry with social services. We then went on an information seminar which gave us more information, booklets to take away. We had a social worker come out and visit us at home. And then Johan and I went on training. It was over weekends, we went on training together, which was lovely because that was the first time in years that the 2 of us had actually done anything together, sort of outside of home. And then we were assessed, that they asked us lots of questions, they talked to the children, and the whole process took probably about 8 months to complete. I applied to be a skills level 2 foster carer a couple of years ago, mainly because I found I was using more and more. I was using the skills that I'd already had through being a teacher and a staff development officer in my previous career, and I wanted to become more professional at fostering. I wanted to be more involved in the service itself and how the service was run. Miriam was only 8 when she came to us. Miriam was, I think you might be saying, you were struggling at school, weren't you?
Yeah.
Tell them what you're doing now.
I'm doing a college course at Norwich City College in Uniform Public Services. I'm getting all distinctions on all of my lessons at the minute.
As a foster carer, we've all had the opportunity to undertake a host of training, and I've done training in a range of different topics which have helped me with my role as a foster carer within the family. I have a support worker. I've had the same support worker for 8 years, and we've come to have a very good understanding relationship with each other. And that's a lovely thing to have, to know that if you've got a problem or an anxiety or a concern, that you can pick up the phone and speak to your support worker, or if she's not there, one of her team, and somebody's there for you.
I think to people who are thinking about it, they should do it, because they could give children support, and maybe something they couldn't have, like me with driving lessons, to do it, and then maybe pass it, succeed and get it. So yeah, I think they should do it. I think a foster carer should be supportive and make them part of family, caring, loving, just like any normal parent and a part of family would be, really.
We've met 46 wonderful children, some that have gone on for adoption, some that have gone back to parents, some that have gone on to other foster carers. As a family, we've got so much out of it because my children have grown up being able to experience a whole range of different ages, and they've learned so much. And my 18-year-old lad isn't here at the moment, but when you see him talking to the baby, it's quite amazing. Or see Katie Beth holding the baby, or going to change a nappy or something. It's a skill that they wouldn't have had the opportunity to learn if we hadn't fostered. It has its down points at times. Saying goodbye to the children is probably the hardest thing we ever have to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard sharing my mum and dad with other children, but I have gained an older sister, and I've got to experience looking after babies and toddlers, so later on in life I know what to do. Yeah.
So it can all be very challenging, but it's all incredibly rewarding, because you do see a difference in these children. I don't think we've fostered a single child where we haven't seen a positive difference, is there? And that child's left here a happier person, a more content person than perhaps they were when they came to us. I think if you're thinking about fostering, then certainly get some more information about it, and don't be put off by the things you hear. And I think if it's something that you've thought about, then you're already perhaps on that road. So go for it, get the information and go for it.